Hello, my name is Brian Steven Ferreira, and I am a student in the course Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. In this presentation, I will conduct a situational analysis of the recent Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) signed between Vietnam and United Arab Emirates. This agreement not only strengthens bilateral cooperation but also represents a strategic bridge between two major regions of the Global South, the Asian bloc and the Gulf. To analyze development from a critical perspective, I will apply three complementary theoretical lenses. Michel Foucault, Theories of Power and Discourse, Antonio Gramsci's concept of hegemony and consensus, and the colonial critique of Orientalism as a framework for understanding global narratives. Axis 1. Michel Foucault, Power, Discourse, and the Production of Truth. The CEPA cannot be understood purely as a commercial agreement. It is also a discursive artifact that produces a narrative of openness, modernization, and legitimacy. From a Foucauldian perspective, power does not operate solely through coercion but through the production of discourses that shape what is perceived as true, desirable, or inevitable. The official language surrounding the CEPA things like a strategic window, global connectivity hub, or gateway to the future, act as a technology of power that legitimizes certain model of development and cooperation while marginalizing others. Spinning an agreement is not just a technical gesture, it's an act that defines which actors are entitled to speak for the Global South and under what terms. As Foucault stated, discourse is not simply that which translates struggles or system of domination, but the thing for which and by which there is a struggle. From a Gramscian standpoint, the CEPA represents more than a pragmatic alliance between two rising economies. It constitutes a hegemonic project that seeks to shape a new historical bloc among Global South elites who share strategic visions and economic interests. Gramsci argues that hegemony is achieved when a social class, or in this case, a geopolitical alliance, succeeds in having its worldview accepted as common sense. The CEPA builds consensus through diplomatic and economic cooperation, bypassing northern powers and proposing a vision of South-South integration based on mutual recognition, flexibility, and regional leadership. Rather than replicating colonial hierarchies, the agreement signals an effort to redefine who gets to lead and on what terms. Beyond its economic context, the CPA has also been framed in international media with subtle traces of Orientalism. Descriptions such as unexpected or ambitious imply that countries like Vietnam and the UAE are not seen as natural protagonists in shaping the global economic order. Orientalism, in this broader decolonial sense, is not merely a set of stereotypes. It is a system of knowledge and representation that has historically positioned non-Western societies as exotic, irrational, or subordinate. This mode of representation is not neutral. It functions as a superstructural mechanisms of symbolic domination, especially within Western academic, diplomatics, and media discourse. Yet the CEPA can also be interpreted as an act of epistemic resistance by formalizing economic cooperation without mediation from the global north. Vietnam and the UAE challenged these narratives and affirmed roles as active builders of multipolar connectivity. They claimed agents not only as economic partners but as producers of knowledge, strategic, and future pathways for the global south. Thank you very much for your attention.